Hey Wade, can you do me a favor? Spidey, I would literally cut out my kidneys and give them to you if you needed. That's great, Wade, especially knowing that you literally would just grow them back. Well, yeah, but it still hurts. Okay, anyway, I just need pads. Can you pick those up for me? Please? Yeah? What's your pussy size? That's not... 4. Got it. I chose this. So I finally updated my fanfic tracker spreadsheet, but specifically the one for the tags, because I have a fanfic tracker spreadsheet, and then I have one for where I put all the tags. The tracker one takes less time than implementing all the tags, which is why they're separate. So, going through the stats, and apparently this year I have read 254 Stucky fics. Not that surprising. I've been reading them since January and we're in October. The thing that gets me is I've read 102 buddy fics. Including rereads, of course. I don't know how many of them I've reread. What's funny is that, for me at least, I started reading buddy fanfiction. Like, I have the exact day, May 30th. 5 months. Less than. In 5 months, I have read 102 buddy fics. And this is alongside also reading Stucky and Spidey Pool. Another thing that gets me is that, again, end of May, I was still in school and working 2 jobs and binging 911 and recording my reactions and editing and posting my reactions. I'm starting to think I might be a little burnt out, and that's why mentally I'm having a time. Because this is excessive, and now I only have 1 job, and I'm not in school, so I'm feeling all out of sorts. Also, I would like to note that there's a solid 5 days of August where I didn't read any fanfiction at all. I have this data pulled up, because along with the spreadsheet, I have a Google Doc where I put down the fics that I read every day, even if I haven't finished it. It's an issue, but it's also literally the only way I keep track of it. Also, during September, there was literally only 5 days that I read fanfiction. Now, September was insane for me. So was August. I think there's a solid 6 weeks where I literally had, 6 days off. It was a time. And that's, August to September. And then I turned 20, and then I had con, and then I went to Saskatchewan, so it was just a lot. But yeah, keep that in mind, that there were several days where I wasn't reading fanfiction at all during these months, since I got into 911, and since I started reading buddy fanfiction, and I've managed to read 102. And listen, I feel like there's a lot of people who's like, oh, that's not that many, because, a lot of people also read, one-shots and such. I pretty much refuse to read fics that are shorter than 10k words. I will occasionally, but I hate it. Most of the time I will not read one-shots. Most of the time I will not read fics under 10k. So, this is, long, multi-chapter fics. Before anyone says anything, I felt out of form to go back to therapy. I have an appointment with the consultant next week. Not because of this, but, just, making that known. 911 Season 8, Episode 6 and 7 titles have been released. First of all, they have the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing ever and have a repeat of the last election, where a queer ship that no one thought was gonna goes canon, and then trends over the election. I would really love to be a part of another fandom, and the second fandom in a row, to have that happen too. Like, when it happens. But also, titles, we have Masks is today's episode, Confessions is the next episode, and then Hot Shots is the 7th episode. Masks and Confessions. And Confessions is confirmed to be a buddy-centric episode. We also have a hiatus after this episode. So, drop your predictions for what you think is going to happen in the Confessions episode. I don't know that it'll be, like, buddy canon, but, like, something has to happen. I really, like, people have been saying, like, I want pining. I mean, I do too. I want, like, intentional pining that they're, like, self-aware of. I would love that, but I'm also like, you know what? It's been 7 years. I think that they also... I wouldn't be mad if they just kissed. But I really would love some pining, where one of them just realizes and then goes and confesses to another person, not the other. So that's the angle I'm leaning towards, because I want to make a video. Because I don't write fanfiction, I make videos. So yeah, drop predictions. Episode airs later today. It is 2 a.m. my time, shut up. So I'll probably film it after I know what the hell happens in Masks. But in the meantime... What do you guys think is going to happen in Confessions? What are you guys thinking? What do you guys want to happen in Confessions? Because, like, I can make that video. I could do a series of request-based videos for how you guys want Confessions to go. Like, I'm feeling silly. Talk to me. Masks, Confessions, Hot Shots. Next 3 episodes of 911. I'm so unwell. Can I just say, as a queer person who was raised Catholic, in... what people consider, funnily enough, the Texas of Canada, who went to Catholic school, Catholic French immersion school, mind you. The last thing I want to see for Eddie Diaz is him confessing to a priest that he is queer for the first time. We've seen him, like, handle the Catholic guilt. I don't think that going to confession is going to help him. I've been to confession once, mind you. And again, raised Catholic, went to Catholic school, literally until... And like, I relate to him being like, I told my parents it wasn't for me. That was exactly what I did. Exactly what I did. And I went to confession a grand total of 1 time, and I hated it. I think it would be better if he said it to a therapist or a friend. Like, if you have religious trauma, Catholic religious trauma, the solution is not go to a priest. It's go to therapy. And again, my queerness was a thing that, like, I had a hard time accepting because of religious trauma. Wanna know where I unpack that? Therapy. And... through hyperfixating and exploring my identity through characters who get brainwashed in media, but that's a whole other thing. Like, I don't know, everyone who's like, oh my god, he should confess to a priest. Like, I gotta ask, how many of you who are saying this have, like, religious trauma? 'Cause what? If religion is the thing, like, remedying your relationship with the religion doesn't fix the trauma it causes you. If you, and again, like, for him, this isn't for me. That's, he said, like, he told his parents it wasn't for me. That was what my experience was, and now I'm a pagan. Like, straight up. Finding your way to religion is fine if it's a thing where it's, like, it's genuinely important to you, and you stop practicing because of, like, resentment you feel towards, like, God because of things happening in your life. But it wasn't his thing. And yeah, I have to remedy my relationship with the religion to an extent, but does not mean I have to start practicing. Doesn't mean that me going to confession is going to help me with any of the trauma that it caused me. Like, I don't know, even like in last season, when he's like, as a, practicing confession, going Catholic, what do you suggest? I do, Bobby. And he said I would go to confession, and Eddie didn't do that. And don't get me wrong, what Eddie ended up doing wasn't great, but I don't think that going to confession would have made it better. Because again, this is a result of trauma. Not like a crisis of faith. Like, he hasn't practiced this faith in years. Like, I mean, if you want to enlighten me, but again, as a person who's been there, done that, I don't see this vision. Hi, Bobby. I'm not bothering you, am I? No. Why? What's up? Do you remember that call we got to? About that kid stuck in a well a couple years ago? Yeah, he almost died. How could I forget? Mm-hmm. Today's call reminded you of that, didn't it? Yeah. Are you okay? Are you just being triggered and you need company? What's happening? That call, the first one to the well, put a lot of things in perspective for me. Obviously, the almost dying thing made me make some changes. One thing I did was update my will. Yeah? Yeah. I put it in my will that if I died, that Buck would be Christopher's legal guardian. Oh. I didn't hesitate. Really all it did was, remind me of my own mortality and make me realize that someone had to take care of him and I didn't want it to be my parents. But otherwise, making it Buck, I didn't hesitate. Hell, after the tsunami, I told him that there was no one in this world that I trusted with Christopher more than him. It was true then. I think it's been true for almost as long as I've known him. And it's still true to this day. Well, I mean, yeah, Buck does love Christopher. Yeah, he does. And I love him. Well, yeah. I mean, he's your son, of course. Not Chris. I mean, of course I love Chris. But I mean, I meant Buck. You're saying this like this is some big revelation. Of course you love Buck. I am in love with him. Right. Okay, do you want some brownies? Eddie? Buck? Eddie, oh my god. What's wrong? Eddie, what arm is this? Has someone checked his pupils? No, this is my left arm. It is. Eddie. I ripped out that corpse's left arm. What? I ripped out the corpse arm. His left arm. And then I dislocate my left shoulder? Yeah, wow. Hell of a coincidence. Eddie, this is no coincidence. What? Eddie, what are the chances? What are the odds? I rip out a corpse's left arm and then I dislocate my left shoulder. That doesn't just happen. It just did. No. Oh my god. Eddie, I think I'm cursed. Yep, there it is. Oh, I'm gonna die. But no, you dislocated your shoulder. That's just his first move. He's gonna get revenge, Eddie. Who's he? The spirit that's haunting me. Are those pain meds kicking in yet? No. You sure about that? I need to call Athena. Buck, what you need to do is get your shoulder popped back into its socket. We're not even at the hospital yet. One of the drawbacks of being ace is that since I almost never fuck around, I rarely get to find out. I can tell you everything you want. Wow. Uh-huh. I just... You're in love with Buck. Mm-hmm. That is tough. You're telling me. What are you gonna say to him? What do you mean? You're gonna tell him, right? No. You've gotta be kidding me. What? No, how am I supposed to tell him? Well, I don't know, but you still should. No, you wouldn't understand. Really? Yes. Eddie, you're literally half the reason I told Maddie I loved her for the first time. When I did. So. What? Don't you remember what you said to me? You said, tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, so if you love her, tell her. So take your own advice, bud. This isn't the same. We're not already dating. Who cares? Jimmy, this could ruin everything we have. Have you met Buck? In what universe? Is he gonna drop you over this? None, but it will make things awkward. Maybe. Or maybe he's also in love with you. Right, like that would happen. You won't know unless you talk to him. And you know what? You guys can handle being awkward. It'll be for like a couple weeks at most. How do you know that? Eddie, your friendship has survived the tsunami, the lawsuit, the illegal fighting, your breakdown, a pandemic, and a whole other list of things that I probably can't even remember. I think it can survive you guys being awkward for a few weeks because you want to make out with him right now. So how are you going to tell Buck that you love him? Well, Chim, I just did. Wait, what? I told you. And you're terrible at keeping secrets. Did you really tell me that you're gay and in love with Buck? So that you didn't have to tell him yourself? Yes, that's exactly what I did. Well, that's just mean! Actually, I think this is really nice of me. I told you gossip and gave you full permission to tell everyone. You know, somehow this feels worse than telling me this and telling me to keep it a secret. Jimmy, just go tell Buck I'm in love with him. I don't wanna! I know you do. It feels wrong, Eddie. But you really want to. I'm gonna tell Hen what you did. Great. Then she can tell Buck. Eddie, oh my god, do I need to call your therapist? Probably. This is the season 2 finale of 911. This Life We Choose. It has also just occurred to me that, the season 7 finale is coming out in 2 days. So that's fun. Why did I get into it? Now, let's get into this. That was terrible. Disgusting. Awful. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh, maggot in her face. Terrible. Gotta love Hen with her animal facts. But, ugh. I knew it was gonna be something bad, so I literally, I couldn't even watch. I just had to be like... And I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Twice I've had to just look away because of the gore. Ugh. Okay, listen, I live on an acreage, and
For some reason, that means that our Wi-Fi likes to randomly go out with no warning, and it's been doing this the entire time that I've been watching it, especially in the last 2 days, and it decided it would just be the best ever to go out at like the most tense moments. So it decided to go out right after they found the bomb at Athena's house, and they said that the most recent victim of the serial bomber was pronounced dead on the scene. That's when it decided to go out. So I think the Wi-Fi just has a sense of humor at this point, because like, how does it manage to do it at some of the most like tense moments? This is like, it's insane. And now let me open the site that I'm watching it on. So at one point I literally had to start watching it on my iPad because my laptop just wouldn't go for it. There we go. Of course, I have to go on a different profile that doesn't have an ad blocker on it, so now I have to deal with pop-ups. Hopefully I can resume now. There we go. Come on. There we go. It's the kid that Bobby saved when he first moved to LA. He's a serial bomber. I was gonna say before I started, like, the serial bomber is probably one that they upset, pissed off, or they failed to save someone they loved earlier in the show, probably sometime this season, but I couldn't think of who. This would be a fun time to go on a rant about how capitalism is destroying us all, but I'm not gonna. I wrote an entire essay on that not that long ago for a class, and I've been talking about it to a lot of people. But oh boy, if this would be a perfect time to rant about how capitalism is destroying us all. Anyway, continuing. You're joking. You put a bomb in the fire truck? God, you're kidding. You've got to be kidding. We're halfway through the episode. Oh, he's gonna JD it. Oh dear God, Bobby's going in there.
Hoyer, she did her job. We were all doing our jobs. Destroying my family. My mom and I lost everything. She was in so much pain.
Kid. Oh, I feel so bad. I mean, he's so young. I mean, there's a bigger picture there. My capitalism is destroying us all rant is coming up. It's coming pretty soon. Realistically, this does happen. I'm just thinking how willing this kid was, and how he was ready to take revenge on the people who hurt him and his family and tore his family apart. If he was able to have shifted that attention to the system that makes it so people are so desperate for money that they'll burn down their own restaurant because it's not succeeding and risk getting arrested, that energy shift could have done a lot. This kid's hurting so much. He didn't JD it because he was able to stop him from doing it. But we're 26 minutes in. There's 44 minutes in this episode. Oh no, what is gonna happen to Buck? Is it gonna end on a cliffhanger and then episode 1 of season 3 is gonna be Buck's origin? Because I swear, if I'm right about that, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Do you know something? Do you know something? I might know something. I might know something too. What's the thing that you know? Oh no, I can't tell you what I know until you tell me what you know. Well, I can't tell you what I know when I can't tell you what I know. Okay, fine. Okay, but like hypothetically, yes. Your thing, is it about someone we're close to that I happen to also work with? Yes. Yes, it is.
You know. And you know. Eddie's in love with Buck! Wait, what? Eddie's in love with Buck? Buck's in love with Eddie? And they refuse to talk to each other about it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god, what are we gonna do? I don't know. So Buck told you he was in love with Eddie? Eddie told you he was in love with Buck? Yeah. Why did he tell you? Because he wants me to tell Buck. Oh, Chimney, I'm so sorry. Thank you! Oh no, what is gonna happen to Buck?
Is it gonna end on a cliffhanger and then episode 1 of season 3 is gonna be Buck's origin? Because I swear, if I'm right about that, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Alright, stand by. Now look at this. Bystanders stepping in. They're going to help out. This really is an amazing scene that's unfolding. What an incredible show of support and gratitude.
We can do this. Get in there! Everybody put a hand in where you can! On 3. 1.
It's gonna
Two, three.
It's gonna probably focus on Buck's condition and Bobby's trial for the rest of the episode, isn't it? So Cap's back. They're not sure if Buck will ever work again, but obviously I know he will because he's in season 7. So that doesn't hit the same. Apparently Hen and Karen are talking about having another kid. Good for them. The fact that it was Eddie who said almost, which said things are finally back to normal, just like Eddie being the one saying almost.
It was great to be home.
But admit it, you do miss Captain Hunt just a little.
Not even a little. Things are finally getting back to the way they should be.
Almost.
And there it is. There's our Buck angst. There's our Buck angst.
Without that, I don't have.
You will still be Buck. Okay? And we will all love you. There are lots of other important things that you can do with your life.
No.
The fuck? What did I tell you about the internet going out at the worst times?
Yeah, from the sun. Yeah, my helmet. Doing today.
Oh, let's see. Laundry, grocery shopping, the usual.
What if we get married instead?
Whoa.
Go to the courthouse, get our license, say our vows, just do it. You, me, and the kids. That's all you said you needed. And we have that now, today. And if there's one thing you and I know, it's that today is the only thing you can be sure of. So let's not waste another moment waiting.
This is how we save ourselves. By saving each other. Because nobody, not anybody, has ever been saved alone.
Okay. I'm really glad to say, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Maddie and Chimney are together. Bobby and Athena are together. One thing I will say is this like a common thing of just having Buck's like girlfriends, partners break up with him at the end of the season and have them give like a really non-committal breakup? Because Abby at the beginning where she's like, you know, I need to find myself, and Buck being like, I'll wait for you, and her being like, oh, don't do that. And then now we have Allie being like, I mean, like, I'm not sure I can, live and I can be your partner if you're gonna continue to be a firefighter. It's just, I'm just not sure. Oh boy. Ooh. Buck needs people who are better communicators. And clear about what they want, truthfully. But yeah, very sweet. Right, on to season 3.
Eddie is evil, and I hate him. Hello to you too? I'm so tired. What did he do? Okay, before I say this, I need you to know that Eddie gave me his full permission to tell you. I literally explicitly said I was going to tell you, and he said to do it. Oh. Okay. Eddie's in love with Buck. And you told him that you were gonna tell me? He told me he was in love with Buck. And when I asked him how he was gonna tell Buck, he said that he already did because he told me, and I'm terrible at keeping secrets. So he wanted me to tell Buck. And you told me you were gonna tell me. Yeah. And he said, good, then you can tell him. I'm not gonna tell him. I don't want to tell him either. Eddie should really be the one to tell him. Uh-huh. We should all just gang up on him. Like, tell everyone and, like, make sure that we all refuse to tell Buck specifically, so Eddie has to. Do you think that'll work? I think Eddie cares too much about Buck feeling left out to let him be left out of this when everyone else is in on it. That works.
I am so turned on right now and seriously terrified of you. That's the appropriate response.